ADHD affects 11% of all children, with half of these children carrying these side effects all the way to adulthood. Individuals with ADHD experience lifelong difficulties that may affect them later on in life. I am here to inform you about ADHD and to talk to you about children and adults that suffer from this disorder. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, also known as ADHD, is a serious disorder that, if not treated right, robs people of the ability to function normally in everyday life situations. Core symptoms: hyperactivity, the inability to stay in one place for a long period of time. For example, a child at school sitting down for 8 long hours could kind of drive them crazy and get them really anxious and wanting them to get up and move around. Impulsiveness, acting without thinking about the possibilities or the consequences of your actions. And inattention, the inability to stay focused. A child could be reading a book or doing a test, and a fly or someone will pass by their desk and they'll pay more attention to that than to the task that they're doing at the moment. Contrary to belief that ADHD is just a label for troubled youth, research indicates that ADHD can have serious lifelong effects if individuals don't learn to cope with it. Academic failure, completing tasks. It's really hard to complete a task when you have ADHD. You could start a project and be really excited for it, and halfway through it, you just lose interest in it, and you don't care about it as much anymore. So you move on to something else, and you just don't complete it, and you turn it in how it is. Lack of motivation. They lack a lot of motivation. They need someone there to push them and to show them what to do and to encourage them to do it right in the correct way. And procrastination. They'll procrastinate a lot. They'll hold it back to the very last minute, and they won't do as good as if they had more time to do it. With the number of ADHD identification cases rising and the explosion of education and awareness, it's interesting to hear real-life facts from actual individuals that have been impacted by this disorder. I have been impacted by ADHD since I was in the 5th grade. I got diagnosed when I was in 5th grade because I failed a hearing test at school, and the reason why I failed is because I wasn't paying attention to the noises, I was paying attention to my surroundings. And from there, they talked to my teachers, and they would, to help me focus and to get good grades in my tests and my classes, they pulled me out, and they'll pull me out from my class, and they'll put me in a small group. So instead of doing my work or doing my tests in a larger class and having more distractions, they would put me in a smaller group with less distractions, and that helped a lot. My parents have motivated me because I lack a lot of motivation, and they're the ones there encouraging me and telling me that I can do it, and the reason why I'm here now. I've been taking medication since the 8th grade, and I started at Focalin, and each year that I've been taking it, it's just been getting stronger and stronger, and right now I'm currently taking Adderall, and that's been working for me. Medication continues to be the most important way to treat ADHD. However, I hope that with increased awareness and other effective methods of treatment, individuals can be identified and treated earlier and help prevent many of the difficulties of ADHD. Because of symptoms such as hyperactivity, impulsiveness, and inability to focus, individuals diagnosed with ADHD have been misunderstood as people with no motivation and willingness to try, when in reality they are normal people just like you and I, with the same ambitions and capabilities. Sorry, I got mixed up with the words. Even though there is much more to do in the study of ADHD in adults, it's comforting to know that the appropriate assessments have been developed along with effective treatment methods. So keeping in mind what I have said about ADHD and its impact, what is your take on it? Is ADHD a valid disorder, or is it a cop-out? Thanks.